All right, welcome in, welcome back. We are here, Big Ten Championship, Ohio State, Indiana. Gonna be, I think, an action-packed game. A lot of people have kind of said this is probably going to be a blowout, but I don't know. It'll be an interesting endeavor. Oh man. So there is that. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Fernando Mendoza laying on the ground. Ooh. Does he crack his not ideal. Mm. Mendoza's brother warming up. Also, ACC championship game going on. Virginia, Duke. So there is that. Also, sorry for the clunky start. Also, phone line is open. Number to call 260-255-4069 is the number to call. Let me get that in there. So we have that. Let me get this done. We'll have to see if Mendoza's brother comes back. Nobody has scored more than I think Texas scored the most points against Ohio State this year. We'll have to see, but hold on one. My bad. Had a buddy trying to call. He called the wrong number, called me personally, but that's kind of where we're at. Indiana, Ohio State. That is where we're at. Sorry, I am all over the place right now. It is Mendoza scramble, 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 scramble. Gets rid of it. First down, Hoosiers. Hoosiers are on the move. Indiana on the move. So I am watching a hardwired feed, but got to cheat a little bit. But also, number to call 260-255-4069 is the number to call. Cooper Jr. limping for Indiana. Also, if you're new to the show, do us the biggest favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Also, that helps a ton. Oh, just out of his reach. The big thing is coming into this game, I think, is so there's that. Where are we at here? Indiana midfield. Virginia Duke, still no score. Huh. Mendoza sacked by Caden Curry. That's what you call having a motor. Fourth down, Indiana punt. Fair catch. Coming up on a media timeout, Brandon Ennis. Just surveying the whole scene here. Yeah. Although this has been kind of clunky, but yeah, that is true. Just doing some stuff. Oh, also, if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. That helps us a ton. Get that populated. I'm just trying to get some stuff rolling, but also the phone line's open. Number to call 260-255-4069 is the number to call. I wonder if I can get all of that there and just do it this way. That might mess up some stuff, but here we go. Ohio State is going to take it on over, see what the Buckeyes can do. Julian Sand. I think this game is for the Heisman, in my opinion. Whoever wins this gets the Heisman Trophy. So there is that. Ohio State wearing the scarlet home. Yeah, that number 4 is a problem. Jeremiah Smith. All right, the touchdown machine that is Carnell Tate out there. Also, do us the biggest favor. If you could hit that like and subscribe button. Julian Sand throws it away. So there is that. Also appreciate everybody who is tuned in. Okay, Ohio State back at it. The antenna's a whole play ahead, but what are you gonna do? Also, ACC championship game smells disaster for the playoff committee if we end up with a Duke win here. Oh man, those are dirty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, here we go. Indiana interception. Interception. Hoosiers got it in Buckeye territory, just right outside the 20. Here we go. Here we go. Hoosiers got to clean the glasses for that one. Let's go. Interesting stuff. How the plot thickens. Julian Sand throws his 6th interception of the year. They were just talking about it. They jinxed him. Joe Klatt, Gus Johnson, you jinxed him. So here we go. I put the glasses on, and the Hoosiers get a pick. I hate to say it. I kind of rooting for the Hoosiers here. You know, a lot of people hating on the whole Signetti thing. A lot of Signetti haters. Oh no, Duke just scored. This is not this is going to get interesting. Oh boy, it's going to get real interesting. Bang! Mendoza connects. Let's go, Hoosiers. I know there's going to be a lot of Ohio State folks, but you know what? At the end of the day, when you talk a lot of shit about the Hoosiers, this is what happens. Signetti did not forget. Mendoza throws it away, and they hit him late. Nothing doing there. You ain't gonna run it against them. Not going to do that. All right, what's Matt Patricia got drawed up? That is what I want to see. Ball batted, 3rd and 10. Indiana's going to kick a field goal. Oh, here we go. My guy from the Alabama stream says Nick Saban would have pulled Ty Simpson out. Indiana on the board 3-0. My guy, since you found the show today, appreciate you, man. Coming back for some more. Oh boy. All right, here we go. We got some more people coming in. Appreciate everybody coming into the stream. Also, the phone line is open. Number to call 260-255-4069. If Alabama misses the playoffs again, are they going to fire their coach? I don't think so. I don't think Alabama will do that. Buyout's too big, my friend. You're kind of stuck with DeBoer for a minute because there's not a lot of jobs left that could pay him to help levy the buyout. Unless it was unless it is a interesting endeavor to say the least. Commercial break, media timeout. I think Fox is going to draw this one out. Also, at halftime, we do take a break. So there is that. Da-da-da-da. All right. All right. Indiana on top of Ohio State. Virginia also updating that as well. They're down 7-0 to Duke. For the folks that don't have a multi-TV setup. Kick is away. All right. Ohio State's offense trots out on the field. All right. Getting to it. There is that. Okay. Pass completed. Ooh. Diego Pounds. Oh, getting after sand. All right. Carnell Tate, first down. Oh, boy. A lot of commotion going on out there. Jeremiah Smith, catch. Imagine that. That slid on the turf. Oh, Bo Jackson. Pretty decent carry. Oh, man. All right. So here we go. Saying that they get Jackson in the backfield, 3rd and probably 5. Virginia threatening Duke right now. It's going to get interesting if Duke does not win this game. Or, well, if Virginia does not win this game. All right, Indiana. Here we go. Phone lines are open. Number to call 260-255-4069. Julian Sands, and he's sacked. Julian Sands sacked on 3rd down. Ohio State's going to have to punt 1 versus 2. Here we go. Oh, no. Brandon Ennis running wide open down the field, wondering what the hell is going on. Here we go. Indiana about to receive the punt. Just catch it, my friend. Bang. Indiana forces Ohio State into a punt, turnover punt. Mendoza gets it. Commercial break. This is going to get fascinating for the playoff committee. Indiana up early. There is a lot of stuff going on. I am checking the Twitter sphere. It's going to get interesting. I will say that. I don't know. There's a lot of people. There is a lot of people. The Ohio State Twitterverse is going to get hostile tonight. Mm-mm-mm. So there is that. Currently sitting media timeout. Yeah, so there is that. The Twitterverse, all of this. Hmm. It's going to get interesting tonight. I will say that. Oh boy. Hmm. All right. Getting that done. All right. So Mendoza takes over. Shadow of the old goalpost. Of the old goalpost. Incompletion. So there is that. I also have a little bit of a cheat sheet, but we'll see. Indiana, Omar Cooper Jr. going back to the locker room, probably getting something there. We'll see, but it's a big run. So we're getting there. What's the score of the Virginia game? Duke's got it. Also, phone lines are open. Number to call 260-255-4069 is the number to call. Mendoza! Mendoza! IU first down. Sorry about that. I am shooting a text along. Ooh. Oh, no. Indiana interception. Davison Igbinosun. Mm-mm-mm. First mistake of the game. There is no pass interference behind the line of scrimmage, my friends. Oh boy. So there is that. Indiana turns it over. Um, Virginia's thrown at the end zone. A lot going on. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, just looking at the old Amazon. All right, there's that. Mm-mm-mm. Just looking at it. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. All right. Showing the replay of the pick. All right. It's imperative for the Indiana defense to come out and hold them. Penalty marker in. I'm going to assume there's a hold in there. That's what I would assume. Oh, it's against Indiana. So there's that. Not good. Yep, face mask. Got him right there, red handed. Oh, man, come on. All right, Ohio State deep in there. So that's where we're at. Penalty marker on the ground. I would say probably not enough guys on the line of scrimmage. Actually, no, it's probably going to be off. Yep. Offsides. Oh, boy. That's interesting. All right. What do we have here? Sand throws it into the upper deck. Oh, this is getting interesting. Diego Pounds has the assignment of a lifetime. Indiana running personnel on late. All right. So, have to see the outcome of this one. Second and goal, I would assume they're going to Jeremiah Smith. Ooh, Carnell Tate back of the end zone. Ohio State up 7-0. It's what happens when you give them a short field. So there's that. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. What happened here in the Virginia Duke game? They're saying Virginia touchdown. Oh, I hear you on that. That is I totally get you on that. That's where the conference championship game is going to come into play big time. Do they matter or do they not? Oh, yeah. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see where this whole thing shakes out with oh boy. Indiana takes over. Have to see where the whole thing shakes out with this Duke Virginia game. And also, we're streaming on YouTube TV if anybody's wondering. Mendoza dials it up. Is it clean? Oh, flag coming in. At the last minute, flag comes in. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good. Pass interference. Duke's got the ball. We'll have to see what shakes here. That is a tough PI call to make right there. I will say that much. That's a tough PI call to make. I mean, it goes in Indiana's favor. 15 yards. Indiana's got it pretty much midfield. Oh, no. Oh, no. Out the gate. 88. Caleb Downs pushes him out deep in Buckeye territory. Here we go. Indiana is cooking. Pull the tackle. Or no, pull the guard. Bang, bang. Out the gate, 88. If he had a little bit more speed, he could have took it to the house. This is Mendoza season. All right, where are we at? Sonny Styles stops that, and Kenyatta Jackson. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. Give me a second, folks. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Also, phone line is open. Number to call 260-255-4069. Duke is not going out like strangers in the night. I will say that much. Find it interesting. The Buckeye contingent is not thrilled on Twitter. I will say that much. So there's that. Get that done and out the way. Oh, dang. That's an interesting spot in the Virginia game. I will say that. Google Voice. Hmm. Ooh, stuffed. Stuffola. Uh-oh. All right. What is Mendoza going to do on this 3rd and 6? He is no, that uh-oh. Yeah, not good. Field goal time. Kenyatta Jackson playing like a man possessed. Oh boy. Nobody's open. Field goal attempt. That's a big one. That's a big one for Indiana. Not good. That's a win for Ohio State. Ooh, just missed it by 6 inches. That's the difference between championship teams and teams trying to be a crab out of the bucket. Georgia beat an injured Alabama team, not giving the Georgia Bulldogs fans any credit for that game. Hey, I think that game is a little bit different with Jam Miller, in my opinion, when it comes to the Alabama Georgia stuff. I think it's different, but at the end of the day, my thing is that you got to play with who you got. That's what it comes down to. Alabama probably wins that game if he plays. Not only that, Alabama's missing their tight end. I think that tight end played, but he wasn't 100%. But I think the offense, to me, especially in the end of the first quarter into the second quarter, it looked out of sync. If Alabama makes the playoffs, they're going to beat Georgia in the playoffs. Well, we'll see. I'm not giving a 100% definite that I think that happens, but anything can happen. That's kind of the way I look at it. The big thing, I guess, for right now, um, as we're talking pressing topics, Indiana, Ohio State, Big Ten championship, it's going to get interesting. Missed field goal, not 100% ideal for uh, Indiana. Need to get a stop on defense. The big thing is that Indiana needs to try to attempt to score touchdowns. So there is that. So here we go. Saying dials it up. Jeremiah Smith. Imagine that. Flag on the play. What is this? Ohio State folks are elated. It is against Indiana. Yeah. Got up under there. 2 flags fly. Got to stop for all right, Ohio State in the red zone. Run. Nothing really doing there. Eh. So we'll see. Can the Hoosiers hold court and I mean, at the end of the day, let's be real. Indiana with a they're playing in the Big Ten championship. Yeah, Jeremiah Smith 1-on-1 and you throw it or you run it. Okay. So we'll see. See how that shakes out. 3rd and 7 coming up. All right. What's saying? Got dialed up. They come after him, saying rolls, and he's sacked. Julian saying sacked on 4th down. Ohio State most likely kicking a field goal. So there is that. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Help us get this thing going. There is that. All right. Yeah, we're getting active here. Interesting times, I will say. Another commercial break. Duke is up 14-7 on Virginia. Not in a good spot, to say the least. But appreciate everybody who is tuned in. So, man. Another Fansville commercial. Interesting stuff. Just looking at the old, seeing what the fans are saying across various social media platforms. It's kind of what I'm looking at, but we shall see. Oh. Oh man. That is kind of where we're at, but we got the kickoff coming. Ohio State up 10. So we shall see. Huh. All right. Here we go. Indiana gets it back. We're going to have to see what this turns into. The Ohio State special teams are excited. Julian saying shoe flies off. Mendoza connects. First down, Hoosiers. Huh. So we will see. Mendoza rolls out. throws it away. Probably with that. Yep, he's holding it. Holding. All right. 1st and 20. What do you like? Flimsy at best, but it kind of is what it is. So we'll see. 1st and 20, not ideal. Handoff. Get a little bit of it back. So there's that. Interesting times. We shall see. Out of the backfield. Gets a little bit of it. Going to be 3rd and 6. Mendoza. What do you like here on 3rd down? Duke also forces a Virginia punt. Now I got people sending me Snapchats. Mendoza, 1st down Hoosiers. Oh boy. Oh, good thing. Hopefully my mic was muted for that video. So here we go. What do the Hoosiers have here? Indiana's got 8 first downs. Ohio State 6. Ooh, 3rd and 2 coming up. Oh, man. All right. Mendoza, nothing there. Kenyatta Jackson got tackled in the backfield, and it's 4th down. What's Indiana going to do? Oof. Signetti lines up to go for it. Okay. He just told the ref he's going to call timeout at whatever juncture that is. Okay. There is that. Indiana timeout, media timeout. Okay, let me look. Oh man, not bad. All right, got that posted. Here we go. Hmm. Ooh boy, they are crushing Ty Simpson on social media right now. Hmm. The great philosopher. Oh man, we are here in the trenches. Big Ten championship, uh, Big Ten title game. Pretty much is where we're at. I got the ACC game on too. Um, don't know where that's going to shake out. Duke is up 14-7 on Virginia right now. So we shall see where this whole thing shakes out, to be honest. I don't know where it heads to, but Joe, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up? I can hear you.
All right. You are I'm assuming you're caught up tonight, right?
Well, actually, I think I'm. I think Indiana just missed a chip shot field goal, so it's 7-3 still. We're on that.
Okay, well,
Has it changed?
it's changed, but
You can tell me. It's all right.
Indiana just picked up
Where are you?
a huge fourth down conversion. Ohio State is up 10-3, but Indiana is driving at the moment.
I tell you, that Signetti, he doesn't. He's not intimidated by anything. Like he's the epitome of what we have as far as NIL and transfer portal. Like his team is the perfect team. He comes to them new. He gets all these transfers in. He's got his NIL deals for these guys, I'm sure, right? So
Oh,
he's a 23-2 record.
you know, Joe, whenever we were talking, I don't know 100% what your background is, but I think that we could probably get more in depth off air, but I think that the the schools that have donors that own multiple businesses are going to
Yeah.
benefit in this NIL era because at the end of the
Oh,
day,
yeah.
Joe, the only thing you're doing is washing money. It,
Right.
am I
That's
wrong?
right.
Because you can funnel money
No.
through certain corporations or businesses or things of that sort.
Yeah. Well, dude, they've been doing funneling money into programs for a long time, but now it's legal. You know.
Well, it
So
kind of legal, but I I still have my
well,
reservations
I
about it.
think that I think it's just open to any donor, you know, however they want to give it. I think they can. You know, you can make it private.
Well, I'd look at it as like take Ohio State for instance. They have the Schottenstein family, like they own Value City Furniture, I believe. They own American Eagle. They
Yeah,
own a ton of corporations that's all wrapped up into
yeah,
one that they can say, well,
right. Well, yeah,
we'll just, throw a little money over here and give this person a um NIL deal that, like Will Howard had an American Eagle deal, you know,
yeah,
and they own it. Makes it easier.
yeah. Well, they've been one of the top programs since they legalized it. Like you knew they were doing it before, but since they legalized it, they show it on the books as Ohio State and Texas Tech, and these Georgia, like all these people are spending big time money
Oh
on
yeah,
the kids.
that's
So, yeah,
it, it's funny to me that a lot of people don't they want to bury their head in the sand when it comes to it.
but what about Indiana? What's that oil company for the stadium for the Colts? They
Uh,
must have some kind of a deal going with Indiana too. I bet
well, they have a
Lucas Oil, is it?
yeah, they're like a performance. I hate to I'm probably going to get crucified for this since we're live on air, but basically Lucas Oil is like a like they have all kinds of performance lubricants in the drag racing space, and they have a
Yeah,
giant in Indianapolis. They have a big time NRA drag strip down there
presence.
in
Sure.
because of the Indy 500 and motorsports in general in the state of Indiana. Lucas Oil decided to put the money up before naming rights went extremely through the roof on the stadium. I would say
Yeah,
I would be shocked if it's called Lucas Oil after the deal is done, because it'll be called something else. But that's
yeah.
that's
Well,
kind of the
I
big.
think it's just the fact that they're involved with sports. They're going to help Indiana if they, can get credit for it somehow.
Well, the Cook
Because
family.
everyone, private donors are going to be pretty rare now. They're going to want people to know they're giving this money.
Um. Well, the
But anyway, let's talk football. What I called for was to talk to you about the games we saw so far, and that includes those previous games of last night.
oh
Those MAC and
yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
saying. I can't believe Kennesaw State, they fired Brian Bohannon, which I was kind of on the fence of having a little bit of a sour taste on that, because he made the transition from FCS to Division 1, and it just was kind of like, oh man, you guys are going to fire this guy? But they turned it
yeah,
around, they raised some money, and they're the Kings of Conference USA.
right. But I was not overly impressed at all by like James Madison. Like they didn't show me who did they play? Some nobody like a seven
James
and four team or something.
James Madison played Troy, which
Yeah, and Troy gave them a battle, and they're not even good. Like they have 4 losses, don't they?
yeah, they were 8-4 going into it. I think the
Yeah,
James Madison stuff is tough because um it comes down to they have their coaches leaving and all of that kind of stuff like
yeah.
that.
The only team that looked truly good to me yesterday was Tulane. They look like they're deserving of a spot. Now, if it comes to them being more deserving over Notre Dame, no. If it comes to them being more deserving over Miami, probably not. But they were good. I mean, they did well in their chance to prove themselves. They did, you know.
Well, Joe, I'm not trying to cause an argument here, but my issue with a lot of the folks that have been upset about how the playoff committee has handled things and all of the transgressions that have gone on with the playoff committee, to me, all the major conferences all got in a room. They agreed on this format. No one forced them to do it. They agreed on it. And
yeah.
At the
but
end,
it still benefited them. All the conferences got the benefits of the conference championship game. And what they're trying to say is, you know, a team like Alabama, which just got their ass kicked, it doesn't matter if they have 3 losses. They were in the conference championship in a tough conference, and they beat all these ranked teams. Tough. They got 3 losses, and they looked like shit today. They shouldn't get in. And then Oklahoma, I'm not impressed with Oklahoma. Notre Dame is much more rounded than Oklahoma as a team.
I think you're going to see Notre Dame at Norman. I think by hook or by crook, they're going to make that happen.
Yeah. Well, Alabama just shot themselves in the foot. And then, did you hear at the end of the game, like Alabama's fans, I think it must have been them, trying to say SEC, SEC, like, you know, we got killed here, but hey, SEC, you know, get out of town.
Well, I mean, it's better than the disaster scenario that's playing out right now. Duke is beating Virginia.
That doesn't surprise me. Virginia to me was just like BYU. I knew, and I talked to you about BYU. I said they haven't proven anything to me yet. You know, Utah is about the only game they played other than this championship game. So I knew BYU was going to get their butts kicked, and they did.
They've got
Alabama, I was surprised Alabama lost by 3 touchdowns. You know, that I thought it would be a little better than that for them. So by them losing like that, like they had no chance from the get-go. You know, it was just like Georgia was ready to play, and Alabama couldn't handle it.
Well, as I was looking back on it, it came down to there were 2 big plays, and it just kind of fell apart for them, for Alabama.
Their rushing and their pass protection was terrible.
Pass pro
like Georgia was just in his face. Yeah.
Pass pro was bad.
And they couldn't run the ball.
Yep. I've been saying it.
I mean, they did.
Last couple of weeks, man. It's not. It's just clunky for Alabama.
Well, it's been talked about for the last few weeks how Alabama's offense really isn't that good, but they were given all the credit to the quarterback, and you know, like to see Georgia just dismantle whatever he tried to do was just brutal.
Oh,
I mean, I was loving it, but you know, you felt a little bad for the kid because he just didn't have time at all.
Oh, he was running for his life for sure.
Yeah. And then that first hit we saw tonight on Indiana quarterback Melendez. Oh my gosh, he got Mendoza. Sorry,
yeah, Mendoza got rocked. Julian Sanchez got sacked,
but he came right back. He's pretty tough. That could have been a separated shoulder, you know. But
no, yeah.
Luckily it wasn't, and he's come back.
Okay.
It's been pretty good so far. It's been pretty good for Notre Dame's chances, like what's been playing out, you know.
Oh,
like this game that we're watching now, this Ohio State Indiana doesn't have any effect on it, but you know, these other games, like you said, Duke is winning, and it's like that's not surprising to me.
No,
you know, Virginia was, who did they play? You know, I don't know. I don't see them as being a team that is deserving, and I don't think if Duke wins, I don't think anybody should be represented from the ACC.
I think
So that might even allow Notre Dame and Miami to get in.
where I'm at on this, although we're 30 seconds to halftime, where we're about to take a break. I hope you call back in
Okay,
after halftime, Joe. But at the end of the day,
I will.
um, we've got we have the whole Miami Notre Dame debate, but when you break it down, the ACC's not that good. They have a 7-5 team playing for their conference championship. What does that tell you?
And they're winning. And they're winning.
Exactly. They're up and they got the ball right now. They're about to go into halftime with I don't know if they'll eke out any points, but I I think that says a lot about the ACC at the moment.
It's, in this respect, you have to kind of feel a little bad for the committee because all these scenarios they're actually self-correcting, I think, as of these championship games. But because I knew that Texas Tech was going to crush BYU. The only one that surprised me was how Georgia crushed Alabama. So that's really going to hurt Alabama. I don't think they're worthy of it. I don't think they're one of the 12 best teams. I really don't. They have 3 losses. That's it. It doesn't matter in the conference game. You got your butt kicked.
I think
when a game that mattered.
I think on
and you got
like it's tough because the reason why Alabama does have some pretty decent wins. Their losses are Florida State, which is kind of a tough loss to
atrocious.
Tough loss to swallow, but their only other loss is to Oklahoma at home. I'm not saying that I'm totally out on Oklahoma, but I think that Notre Dame Oklahoma would be an interesting matchup.
Yeah. I mean, I think if Notre Dame gets in, they can beat anybody. They just lost KVA for the season, so that really is a problem.
Right.
That Kingston Billy Amulasa. But, they still have these kids that are been playing all year anyway. It's been a constant rotation. It's just that he's like their best, it's tough to replace your best. But then again, he plays, maybe 35 snaps a game. So it's not, he's sharing time almost equally with the top 4 for them. So they have to absorb that. And that's going to be a little bit tougher because he was actually pretty good at, when they lined him up on the edge, he was pretty efficient. But, other than that, they might have a couple of guys back on the offensive line. I don't think Jagasol will come back. I doubt it. Unless
I don't think so.
Really. Yeah, but Billy Schrauff will be back. And, he's a big cog there that they can work together well. He and that left tackle, I'm
Anthony
forgetting
Knapp.
his name right now, but Knapp, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yes. So, so they've worked together a lot this year. He got hurt, and now he'll be back. I think it'll pick them right back up to be, pretty strong on the offensive line.
Oh yeah.
And then you have the two best running backs. I mean, how do you leave a tandem like that out of the playoffs? I can't see it happening.
Oh,
especially when they've been so far ahead of Miami all season. And, it can't just come down to now that gave them their way back in just because of the head-to-head. All of a sudden that they're better. It's like, how do you rectify the fact that you had them so low for so many months, really? Because in the middle of this season, that's when they lost their games to unranked teams. It's like, Notre Dame lost their first 2 of the season way back in August and September, and they're lights out. Just look at what Vegas ranks them. If Vegas ranks them as a top 4 team or a top 3 team, even with the their spreads that they give them and their ranking of teams, I believe them more than anybody else talking. You know, like they know what Notre Dame's doing.
If if it was me, this is my last thing because Ohio State Indiana just went to halftime. Um,
Okay.
if it was me, Joe, I would make Notre Dame a 2.5 point favorite against Miami on a neutral site because
Anywhere.
that
Yeah.
team that team that played Miami week 1 with CJ Carr's first start, I think that team
Absolutely.
is fundamentally different than the team that we're going to see possibly be in the playoffs.
Absolutely. And then again, Duke, I'll say this and then that's it. But their offensive line, again, like they lost 4 guys to the transfer portal from last year. You know, Coogan's playing now
At
against Ohio
Indiana,
State. Yeah. And, you
they,
know, and then they got injured again. So, like, their depth on their offensive line is just crazy good. You know, like these kids that step in are amazingly good, you know? And so they haven't really dropped off much. Like I was just watching because, you know, the ESPN spin cycle is showing Notre Dame Miami game like 13 times in this last week.
oh yeah.
They hate Notre Dame. And believe me, I'm watching this game and it's like it's 7-7 with a minute left in the first half, and Miami gets that CJ or whoever he can make a stupid catch, you know, like he
Oh
wouldn't do it
yeah.
again in another 10 tries. And so they walk away with in the half with a 14-7 lead. But other than that, it was 7-7 in the first half and a downpour, you know.
Yeah.
And CJ first start, you know, it's like this is apples and oranges when you're comparing Notre Dame of game 1 to Notre Dame at game 12. It just
Okay.
is.
Okay, this is my last thing and then I'll let you go, Joe, and
Okay,
when the game
all
comes
right,
on,
I'll call back.
call back. If you look at, last year, the Ohio State team that started the year at the beginning of the year that kind of just went through the motions, opposed to that team that played the first 3 games of last year, opposed to the team that played the last 3 games at the end of the year,
I, to-
it,
I
it's a
totally agree.
it's a totally different product. I mean, teams change.
The quarterback was totally different.
And
He finally had a few games to get some chemistry with his receivers.
they get better. That's the other thing. That's some people say about coaches being fired. That's why that's why teams progressively get better, because a team that wasn't so good at the beginning of the year, it's just football. They get better throughout the year. But that's
That's
that.
right. It's 11 guys trying to work together.
Yes, sir. So we gave a little bit of a
All
halftime
right, buddy.
report. That's Joe. Appreciate Joe calling in. You got any words before you give us a ring back, Joe?
No, just have a good little break there, and I'll call you back.
All right,
I'm
sounds
going to
good,
catch
buddy.
up on the game now.
All right, sounds
Bye.
good. Bye. All right, that was Joe, and we're gonna go to the halftime break, and I'll see you guys afterwards. All right, we're back. I apologize. We're a couple plays in to the third quarter. Uh, sorry about that, everybody. But Ohio State with it. Bo Jackson out the gate, 88. So we'll see what the Buckeyes come up with in the second half. Maybe do a smidget of a post game show, and then we'll get out of here, and then we're on to the playoffs, and possibly the only time we do a watch party would be on Saturday for the bowl season, but I doubt it. I think it'll be playoff games only. All right. Saying in the Buckeyes already pushing towards. Oh no, saying sacked. No good, my friend. Indiana comes after him, gets him. So we shall see. Yeah, that's interesting. Ooh. Interesting stuff. Uh-oh, coming at they get him again. Now, what did he blow the whistle? What the hell was that? What's the down third and what? What's the down and distance here, folks? 3rd and 27. Okay. All right. Whatever. I see what's going on. Mm-mm-mm. Interesting. Interesting. Also, phone line is open. Number to call 260 255 4069. Good friend Joe has already called in. How is that not a face mask on the offense where he clearly grabs him? Third and 27. All right, here we go. 3rd and 27. What do you like? Jeremiah Smith tackled for a gain of 2. 4th down. Indiana gonna get it back on a punt, most likely. Barring no muff, no nothing like that. Hold on 1 second, folks. All right, I'm back. So there's that. Also, phone line is open. Number to call 260-255-4069. Is Virginia gonna dig out of this hole to Duke? That is the ultimate question. Although they're in the red zone, playoff committee is rooting for a touchdown. I guarantee you that. Also, while we're at a TV timeout, you could do us the biggest favor, hit that like and subscribe button. That helps us a ton. Even though your boys had a couple of pops tonight, but yeah, whatever. Good times. Didn't I gotta retweet something at somebody? Do. Just taking a direct shot at somebody. Oh boy. Here we go. Is it gonna get contentious? Even though the opening opening hit on Mendoza keeps getting replayed by Fox for some strange reason. All right, 2nd and 5, Indiana. Virginia kicking a field goal. Bang, 10-14. Coming up on 3rd down. So we shall see. Streaming on YouTube TV tonight. Gotta look at it, but here we go. Mendoza, bang! Indiana in Ohio State territory. What a play, what a throw, what a catch. The big thing is, can Indiana get in there in the red zone? That is the big one. Can Indiana punch it in for a lead? run up the gut. Another first down. Hoosiers threatening. All right, Indiana. What do you got? Cards are on the table. Another run. Nah, not a lot doing there. Not a lot doing there. So looking at it as we're going forward. All right. Can Indiana punch it in? This is, if I'll say this much, Indiana doesn't get a touchdown here, might be lights out. Uh-oh, Mendoza. Mendoza throws it away. Oh, boy. Got to see what we're up to here. What is Indiana going to do? 3rd and 8. Indiana doesn't punch it in here. Ain't looking good. Another field goal. That means you can't score in the red zone. So, all right. Mendoza, deep ball. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Indiana on the board. Indiana on the board. We have a ball game, folks. We have a ball game. Surratt. Bang. Indiana in the slot. Throws the back shoulder. Bang. Matthews Jr. did everything he could on that clip of it. In my opinion, Ohio State gave the best defense of that, and Indiana up a field goal, Big Ten championship, 8 minutes, 2 seconds left. Unbelievable. What a catch, what a throw. And I mean, there was nothing more that Matthews could have done there. Nothing more on the Ohio State side of things. That kid defensed it the best he could. Sometimes they throw it where you can't get it. Unbelievable. Indiana up a field goal. Unbelievable. I must have had a Buckeye fan tune out. So, even though this stream doesn't have a ton of people watching, I'm okay with that. This is where we're at. We're doing the Big Ten championship. I get it. It doesn't move the needle like the SEC does. So there is that. So we'll see. Indiana up in the third quarter. Ohio State technically down. All right. Joe, what's the good word, brother?
Hey, that was quite a back shoulder.
Oh, man. The Ohio State defender did everything he could within the rules. So I think that I give an A+ to the Matthews kid from Ohio State. He did everything he could. They just threw it where he couldn't get it.
Yeah. And that series before, I mean, Ohio State had about 3 penalties that they didn't call any, or did they call one on them? Yeah, I guess they did because they made it like 3rd and 27 or something.
Yeah, but
But there was another guy getting held. This guy was getting the crap kicked out of him. So they got to call something.
yeah, uh, it's so interesting. I don't know during halftime. I don't know if you seen all of the propaganda that was going on that Fox was running.
No, I didn't.
They were
What they, well,
they were running the propaganda train on various different programs, Miami, Notre Dame, Alabama. At the end of the day,
actually, I did see a little bit. And Urban Meyer's full of shit. You know, that guy, isn't he? I mean, he says they can't get penalized. Even if they have 3 losses, they can't get penalized for the conference championship game. Well, then what does that conference championship actually mean? You know, and what is the game of head to head? What does head to head mean?
then we should
They beat them head to head,
we should get rid
and
of
they lost the conference championship. Yeah.
We should get rid of it then.
Well, if it doesn't mean anything, then if nothing's on the line, then forget it. You know, it doesn't mean a thing.
Then
All it is anyway is bragging rights, right? They get a trophy for their conference. That's all it should mean. It shouldn't mean they get a bye and they get, you know, like all these perks for being in a conference. Screw that. Just have the best teams play.
I don't
and grow up.
I don't disagree with you, but who would have thought Urban Meyer would come out with a propaganda machine about stumping for conference championships?
I know. He's a wimp. Screw him.
I was just shocked whenever I had seen that because he was out there stumping. And the big thing is here tonight.
And another thing, Duke, let me just say this. Then Brigham Young should actually get no penalty for getting their butts kicked today.
Right.
You know, if these conference championships don't mean a thing, then Brigham Young shouldn't have to worry about it.
Right. But here's the issue. If Duke hangs on and wins this game, I know Manny Diaz ain't going to go out there and stump to be in the college football playoff. But at the end of the day, if Duke beats Virginia, you should put BYU in and not.
Oh, they lost 34-7. I mean, they got crushed.
But
I don't think they should get in at all. If anything, Miami and Notre Dame should both get in, and Brigham Young, Alabama, both out.
Well,
I mean, 3 losses for both teams, isn't it?
Yeah, well, here's the argument. Is BYU a more formidable opponent than James Madison? Because if Duke wins the ACC championship...
No. Yes, I mean, yeah. Absolutely, they're better than James Madison. I mean, James Madison, they've been getting gutted by Signetti. Signetti's just been taking...
But you see where I'm going with this, right? I mean, tomorrow I had some people ask, are you going to do a breakdown of are you going to go live for the college football selection show? I said, no, I'm absolutely not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it because regardless of how it shakes out, it is what it is. They're going to pick who they're going to pick, and they're going to...
That's right.
They're going to gerrymander matchups that they want. They want Notre Dame on the road at Norman. That's what they want. Miami...
Well,
does Miami move the needle 100% with the TV people? Kinda. But look at their home attendance.
Well, with ESPN, they do.
Sort of.
You know, because they're ACC, and ESPN owns ACC. And they've been pulling for them, you know, this whole time. I mean, the whole season, they've been slightly mentioning it, you know, even after Miami lost their 2 games to unranked teams, they fell way back, and ESPN kind of dropped it. But then all of a sudden they started winning their last like 3 games, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, head to head, head to head. It's like, no, you don't get to go head to head. Just you lost to 2 non-rated teams, non-ranked teams.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
You have Texas A&M.
Notre Dame fell way back. When Notre Dame went 0-2, they fell way back to like 24, and they worked their way back, and they've won 10 in a row. The only other teams that can say that are the undefeated teams. Notre Dame's got the best streak going outside of the undefeated.
And one thing I will come up for air. I know you're gonna probably try to crush me on this one, but for like the first 5 weeks of the season, Texas A&M got no respect at all.
Yeah.
Zero. And I'll have to say,
but they kept winning.
The Florida team,
and that's another screwy thing. That's another screwy thing about the SEC championship game. Texas A&M had 1 loss, and Georgia and Alabama both had 2, or does Georgia only had 1? Alabama had 2. How did they get in over Texas A&M?
Alabama
common opponents or something?
Alabama only had 1. It was
conference loss.
Yeah, because Alabama lost to Georgia or Oklahoma, and then Georgia lost to Alabama.
That's another BS thing about conferences, though. I don't care if you have a better record in their conference. What if your conference sucks?
Well, look at the ACC with Duke. Duke's 7-5, and they're in the conference championship game. I know. It's frustrating, but that's what happens.
It's ridiculous.
What happens.
They're giving themselves all the benefits of being in a conference. And they're trying to screw Notre Dame because they're not in the conference.
And my thing, I come back to it. I know people get upset about it, but in my opinion, I don't think if Notre Dame is in a conference or not, I don't think it matters.
Well, I think it would have mattered this year. If they were in a conference this year, they'd be in. Because then they'd say, oh, well, they're a good team,
Well, okay.
They have this record. They would have beat a lot of conference games. Like, if they were in the ACC, for example, there'd be no question they'd be in.
Well,
but because they're not in a conference, they're going to give the benefit to conference teams. And why shouldn't they? They have every team is in a conference. So it's like, how do you fight that? You just cheat. You make it nice and easy for your teams that are at the top to be able to not get penalized for losing games.
Well, I mean, my thing is that I think Notre Dame would be ultra competitive in the SEC. If Notre Dame joins a conference, join the SEC.
With Freeman now, they'd be like a 9-2 team every year, or 10-2.
I mean, if you look at the bottom of the Big Ten, nobody wants. As a Notre Dame fan, you want nothing to do with the Big Ten because I feel like it's antiquated. I mean, look, Indiana came in with Cignetti, and they're up on Indiana right now, or up on Ohio.
It'd be lights out. Yeah, it's lights out with these guys. It's remarkable what they've done, and my hat's off to them because, in 2 years, what Cignetti has done is just, I don't know if it's ever been done before. I mean, he's just revamped this horrible team. Horrible.
Oh, yeah.
And he's made them like the best in 2 years with NIL and transfer portal.
Right. And I don't think that regardless, whatever the outcome is, I don't think that when you cut away the spare parts of the Big Ten, you have Rutgers, you have Northwestern, you have
Maryland, Minnesota,
Wisconsin.
Iowa.
I think Iowa's better than what people think they are, but at the end of the day,
Not much.
At the end of the day, if Matt Campbell doesn't put Penn State back on the map, which he's walking into an absolute dumpster fire. They're 100.
Yeah, but he's a good coach, and I believe he will correct it. I think he's a good coach.
But here's the thing: is Penn State going to give him enough time to do that?
Well, he won't be able to do a Signetti, but he'll be. If you give him 5 years, he'll probably get them. Well, at least back to where they were. Where you can look at them and say, well, they do have a shot at their conference title. And if they get their conference title, then they get in, that kind of thing.
They are 150th in recruiting.
Wow.
They're behind. They're behind FCS teams.
Yeah, I was going to say they're behind San Jose State.
I'm just saying. The Penn State thing. If I'm a Penn State person and you're all in on Matt Campbell, this is just my opinion. You have to give him 4 to 5 years to completely restock.
I think so.
But here's the other thing. I think Matt Campbell is going to be beating down doors in Ohio, and he is going to make waves. He's a Stark County guy where Richie's from. I think Matt Campbell, the recruiting for Notre Dame, Penn State, and Ohio State, although I don't think Ohio State recruits the state like they should, but they're winning, so you can't really critique it too awful much. But at the end of
they're
the
always
day,
at the top. They can get kids from California and Georgia, just like Notre Dame. They can get kids from everywhere.
Yeah, because they have the resources to do it.
Yeah.
So,
and they have a good coaching staff, like Day, that's what was so funny about just like two years ago is like they were screaming about Day because he couldn't beat Michigan for one thing. And then, he couldn't deliver on a championship. Like their fans are just like ridiculous, like, I don't know. I don't, Day has always been a very good coach and he's proved it. And now they finally love him, but before they were ready to get rid of him. Like I even asked that guy that has the voice of college football, I said, would you fire him? Like when he was really under the gun from fans? He said, I wouldn't care if he stays or if he goes.
Well, I don't know if you have the game on live right now, but
yeah, I do. I haven't been watching, but I'm sit down now. What's going on?
Apparently, I missed the 4th down deal. The Indiana takes over on downs in the shadow of their own goal post.
Yeah,
that is.
I don't know why I'm rooting for Signetti. I think he's an idiot. But I really, I don't want Ohio State to just have this cushy. They didn't play anybody outside of Texas and then Michigan, I guess. But USC slammed Michigan, so their beatdown on Michigan didn't really mean much to me. So I haven't seen them really get tested, and today they're being tested.
That's the issue. Apparently Indiana takes over on downs. They got a first down. Start of the 4th quarter is coming up.
Wow, that was a fast 3rd quarter, wasn't it?
Oh,
holy cow!
Oh yeah. That's what happens when you get down to the nitty gritty of it, Joe. I'll have to talk about. You know what? I'll have to after this game and I get done
beautiful
doing the post game. At some point, Richie was going to text me and he's going to call in after the show, but with the time difference, I will give you a call after hours and talk about some new things I got coming as
Okay.
well. Let's just say I'm gonna I knocked a wall out of my house, and we're gonna have some major renovation going on.
Renovation.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like it.
Oh yeah, 6 55-inch TVs sitting in my garage right now.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so 3 TV setup was
This
great.
commercial's funny. I don't like Michigan, but this Michigan commercial's funny where the Michigan fan steals the little kid's cotton candy.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Hmm.
All state. I didn't even know who the commercial was until the end there, but that's hilarious.
Well,
You got a Michigan guy taking his kid's cotton candy.
well, the major corporations got to get in on,
Yeah,
the getting a laugh and uh
that's right. Meanwhile, they're screwing people. Insurance companies do nothing but screw people.
oh
Crazy costs.
no, I already know. We're not even going to open that can of worms with you
Okay.
with you out there
All
on the
right.
West Coast. I already know the Pacific Palisades and all of that stuff that went on. So, but yeah, that's interesting. Also, do you have the Duke Virginia game on?
No, but I really should turn that on. Like I haven't been watching it, but I'm listening, so I probably should be going back and forth on that.
Ah,
Right
Joey.
now, I'm taping an FCS game, UC Davis.
Oh, do you got vest? Well, UC Davis, that's up by you, right?
Yeah,
I figured as much. I figured
but where is this?
some of those bigger California FCS programs. I would have thought that they would have kind of switched the balance of power from South Dakota State and basically the Dakotas from all the
Yeah.
all the schools in the middle of nowhere, but kind of hasn't really happened. Although I think UC Davis is going to try to make the jump, like
Yeah. Did you see that too
Sacramento State.
yesterday? Yeah. Did you see? I think N Northern Illinois and UTEP are going to be going to the Mountain West next year. Did you
I
see that?
I think Northern Illinois starts next year, but I want to say I think they're in talks with UTEP about it, but a lot of people are
Well,
trying
they
to.
were talking to the woman that's the woman that's commissioner for the conference. She said they're both coming, but you're right. It could be a NIU first and then later. But
Yeah.
it seemed to me like they're both, coming in
Oh yeah. I
to the Mountain West.
Yeah, because uh here's my thing. A guy that another podcast that I follow, Matt McChesney. I've had him on the podcast way back in the day. Um he says you should elevate the two Montana schools in the two schools in South Dakota, the two schools in North Dakota, and put them in the Mountain West, which I don't disagree with that at all.
Well, yeah. What are they? FCS now?
Yeah,
They're playing with Davis, I guess.
all six of those
Yeah,
programs
they
are.
should go up.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
should.
they should go to Group of Five. Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean,
They're good enough too.
oh yeah.
They're competitive enough too.
And quiet as kept, I will die on this hill outside of which Tulane's got to figure out their head coaching position. And, you had four coaches from the AAC. That might be a hold, but you had four coaches from the AAC leave and get major jobs. I kind of think that the Sun Belt might be better football than the American Athletic Conference. I think I'm going to die on that hill.
I'd have to look at who's all in what. I don't really care to follow those. I'll go with the Power Four and the Group of Five, and if I catch some, like I'm taping the Davis game because it's a championship, it's a playoff.
Yeah,
and so I like that. I like that those schools have playoffs. And I think the Group of Five should actually have a playoff instead of getting gifted a spot in the Power Four.
I think it would be more interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah, it would.
Because
you're talking about a lot of good teams from coast to coast, right?
Yeah.
You'd have
Tulane,
you'd have
JMU, you have even though Kennesaw State 2 years
Boise State would be part of that too.
Oh yeah, Boise. Them guys, I watched that UNLV game. Them dudes from UNLV looked cold when they went up to Boise.
Yeah, Boise kicked their butts.
Oh yeah,
that's another reason for Notre Dame. That's a good argument again for Notre Dame. They just won their conference, right?
No, I mean, they've beat a conference champion. I mean, it may be the Mountain West, but Boise State got a bye last year.
Yeah, and they wound up turning their season around. They were struggling for a lot of it. I mean, I think they have 4 losses.
Yeah, Boise State needs to retool their entire roster.
Well, they schedule, they're not afraid to schedule good teams. That's the good thing about them.
Oh yeah, Boise. A lot of people avoid Boise. They avoid North Dakota State. They avoid programs. Appalachian State gets avoided because of the A&M thing. There's a lot of reason why some of these major programs do not want to schedule these Group of 5 or super competitive FCS programs.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. It's funny. Somebody pointed it out on a program that. Oh, actually, it was John Bryce. He's a writer, pro football. Let's see. I forget what his podcast. Something like, but he's a really smart guy, and he said that the only team in the top 14 teams that did not play an FCS team this year is Notre Dame. Yeah. Every other of the top 14 teams played an FCS team. Oh. And everyone complains about Notre Dame's weak schedule. It's so ironic. It's like the hatred is just so real,
Here's the other thing too, Joe. People do not understand that this college football thing is a business. It is a business. Notre Dame made $34 million last year off the playoff run. Why? They don't have to split their money with anybody. When you don't have to split the money with anybody, why would you want to join and split it with Northwestern and Purdue and the teams that don't spend? I think you're going to, at a certain point, if some of these programs don't get competitive, you're going to see conferences say, we're kind of looking at your membership. We're going to put that under review.
Yeah, we're going to let you go, and good luck.
Yeah,
we'll give you a good buyout package, but sorry, you're not cutting the mustard.
In the Big Ten, would you rather have Northwestern or North Carolina? At least,
well, it's a pretty ugly
it's an ugly comparison this year, but I think North Carolina is trying to spin. They hired the Belichick thing. That is what it is. I mean, him with his
And if you take into account if you do all their sports, then you'd say North Carolina.
Exactly, because Northwestern isn't competitive. That's fine. My
Right.
thing is that I get it. I think the Big Ten put pressure on them and told them, "Hey, you better start doing something." I mean, they're building a
Spending.
new stadium, but
Yeah, that's good.
at 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 the end of the day, I mean, their guy that which
See, the problem is there's no more respect Duke given to academics, and now it's all about winning.
yeah.
And it wasn't that long ago where there was a lot of schools that wanted to give a full rounded education, and it included sports. But now it's like it's all about money and it's all about sports and winning, and that's a shame. Like we're seeing the worst side of business coming into college sports, and for me, that's a shame.
It is, but at the end of the day, Joe, that's capitalism. Look at Lane Kiffin. He walked away from a 11-1 team to go to LSU, and
Right.
I guess
Right.
we'll see how that works out for him. And I'm going to be that guy. I think Lane Kiffin falls on his face.
I think so too, because the problem with Lane Kiffin is he doesn't give a crap about defense. Now, Ole Miss just hired their defensive coordinator, but they sucked. So, like, is that defensive coordinator going to instill his own will and program and believe in defense? Then they might get good.
Oh,
but when you have a guy that just doesn't care, Sarkisian was the same way at Texas. Like he couldn't get a defense because he didn't really care enough about defense.
I think what I really think that's going to happen is I bet I'll probably get crucified for this, but I kind of think Charlie Weiss Jr. will not go back to LSU. I think he'll stay at Ole Miss, and I think he'll land. If he stays at Ole Miss and he wins big with Pete Golding, I don't see where you would go back to LSU where it's an absolute pressure cooker and let Lane Kiffin figure it out.
Yeah. I don't know. Go ahead.
I don't think that on the LSU side of things, I don't think it's as crimson and clover as everybody thinks it is. I think Lane Kiffin,
but the funny thing is, LSU found success by defense. Like Ogeron and Saban. Like these guys were all defense. Pete Carroll, when he was at USC, he was a defense
Les Miles.
guy. Yeah, the defense is what it's all about. So I'm so happy to have Freeman because when you have a guy that believes in defense wins championships, it never is wrong. It's wrong 1 in 10 years.
Well, if you
but I think LSU used to be known for their very good defense. Elite. And now it's like, nah, and so they hire Kiffin, who's anything but defensive minded. And it's like, you're going to expect him to do something there? And of course, you had the high hopes for BK.
Well,
so
BK
that doesn't say much about your acumen for football when you LSU.
Well, they have a whole new regime in there. Their governor is involved. Just is that
the
not,
governor? It's insane.
Like
it's desperate.
Well, could you imagine the state you live in? Could you imagine Gavin Newsom going on local TV and campaigning for somebody to coach Cal or USC, UCLA? You would laugh at it like
he would never do it. He would never do it.
It's fine, but I just look at it as it's like, okay, whatever you're gonna do, okay, we'll see how the Kiffin experience lands, but technically on the average, on Kiffin's job average, it's not going to work. He's most likely going to get fired from LSU, and then where does he go? There's no Nick Saban school of rehabilitation at all.
All right, I have a question. I have a question for you, Duke. Over under 3 years for Kiffin.
I think because of his buyout, it'll go over
Okay.
unless they can get him on conduct detrimental to the program.
Yeah, right. Now, what's his contract actually? How many years is it?
I think it's 6 years, like 90 some odd million.
Yeah, that's so 15 million a year. That's fair. I mean, for what's going around these days.
But I think he has incentives and all kinds of stuff to make him like 21 million a year. But
wow,
we'll see.
I think they put too much into him. I don't think he's worth 20 million a year by any stretch because he doesn't.
He hasn't won shit, Joe. I hate to use harsh language, but he has not won anything. Nothing.
Right.
A bunch of games, but
he was chased out of USC.
Yeah, he got fired on the tarmac. They left him on the runway because he lost to Arizona State.
Oh, well, did you see the runway when he was leaving Ole Miss?
Oh yeah, I
showed up to boo him.
I had so many people send me the Kiffin video.
Yeah,
it just you know where the Ole Miss fan base is at right now.
Boy, look at the holding that they're doing.
Oh.
Ohio State gets away with too much crap. They're the darlings of the refs treat them so special.
Oh, we're about to. I think we're heading for extra football here, Joe.
Meaning what? OT?
Yeah, I think we're heading for OT. Unless Indiana goes down there and kicks a field goal, but
or a turnover here would be.
You have a turnover opportunity, or you have a missed field goal or something. But I think this is heading to OT.
Yeah, this fourth quarter has gone fast too.
Oh yeah, because the TV networks got absolutely crushed in they got crushed in reviews.
Shane's feeling pressure.
Oh
yeah. He's not comfortable.
Indiana is dialing it up, going after him big time.
For such a big game, you'd think with all these commercials, we're only 3 hours into the game. Like even less, 2:45. It started 15 minutes late, and we're already 5 minutes left in the game.
Oh yeah, Joe.
Under 5.
Whenever they kicked off is when I started the stream. We're at 2 hours and 39 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of penalty flags coming.
I would have thought they would have had more commercials, Uh-oh. Look at this.
That's a forward pass, ain't it, Joe?
He blew it up. Good play by number 6. Number 6 blew that up. That would have been ugly. Now, what's the penalty? Are they going to ever? Will they call it on Ohio State for a change?
That's a forward pass.
Well, the first one was backwards, behind the line. And then across to the other side of the field, that was more forward. But was it actually behind the original line of scrimmage? I don't know. But
nope, 6 is going to get called for an illegal block.
Oh, look at they call Indiana, of course, illegal block.
You can't cut the.
What kind of a call is that? That guy blew up the play. Was a perfect thing to do.
You can't cut the old lineman anymore.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Oh yeah.
He made that. that was going to go a long ways if he didn't do that.
Oh yeah,
That's terrible. What a terrible call. Ridiculous. That was, like you said, that used to be, those kind of plays used to be legal, and they're probably legal in the pros. Oh, get him! Oh, look at that run. That guy is good. That Bo.
Oh yeah, Bo Jackson. He's I think he's a kid out of Akron or Toledo. Hell of a running back.
And he's only a freshman, isn't he?
Yeah, only a freshman.
Yeah, Signetti, you better get mad at that. That's a terrible call. Look at Day just taking it like, yep, we're Ohio State. We get the call.
Oh,
we'll just run with it.
Signetti's pissed about them not calling holding. But then again, Joe, you got to remember the Big Ten officials are ex of the MAC.
They cater to their darlings, and it's Michigan and Ohio State. Penn State got the snubbed. Like the moment they joined, the Big Ten officials hated them. They were going to make them pay. And it turns out they're still doing it. Like they still don't give them a break. Even this game today, you saw how it started. There was like 3 penalties for Ohio State's favor in that first drive for them. And it's like,
Ohio State.
What?
Ohio State does not convert that third down.
What are we at here?
They are on.
All right. You're right. That was pass broke up. 3rd and 1.
Yep.
So, yeah, you're right. Here it is, a field goal. You could be correct, sir. We could be heading to overtime.
Extra football. Gotta make it.
Nice play. 21 made a great play.
Oh, he missed it! He missed it, Joe! He missed it!
He missed a field goal?
Missed a field goal! Indiana has a shot! Indiana has a shot to win the Big Ten! Oh, my God!
Wait, Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm behind you.
Holy shit, he missed it! Oh, my God!
2:48 left, buddy.
Oh, my God, Ohio State has 3 timeouts.
They got the refs in their pocket. There's 2:48 left. It's not over.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry if I blew your eardrums out, but my
I love
God.
it. I love it.
My God, Signetti. This is unprecedented.
That's call.
1967, the last time Indiana won a share of the Big Ten.
A share.
A share.
So when's the last time they actually won it outright?
Never.
Never.
I'm going to have to go at some point.
I might have to do a bong hit.
If Indiana wins the Big Ten, I'm going to pour a big drink of, or a big glass of the signature Sinatra Jack that I have.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So
that's nice.
So the post game could.
You should put that up on your screen. Show the people.
Oh,
you should put that up.
It's in the other room. If Indiana wins, I will put up the "We'll be back" graphic, and I will pour that. I'll leave you on the line, Joe. Although Richie says he's calling in, I don't know if Ohio State loses this game. I don't know if he'll call in, but Rich is a trooper. He'll call in at some point, and then we will filter everybody through.
Oh, okay.
That is
I feel bad though because I've been rooting against Richie's team and I like him, so I feel kind of bad.
Rich is going to be
for his pain.
It's going to be interesting because Duke is winning. They just got a big pick. They got it in Virginia territory. Ohio State misses the field goal.
And the thing is, this could be a big wake-up call for Ohio State. They're still going to be in the playoff. They just got, if they lose, they're going to have all this extra incentive now to say, okay, we can be beat. We better get ready every game. We better beat balls.
Well, everybody thinks
I don't
Indiana
think
sucks. Indiana, in 2 minutes and 48 seconds, is close to being the number 1 seed in the college football playoff. Number 1.
Yeah, the only undefeated.
Yes, they would be the last of the Mohicans.
And then this will help the resume in saying, okay, they pounded Oregon at Oregon. They just crushed them.
Yeah, they did beat Oregon.
They didn't have a tremendous schedule by any stretch, but they've crushed the teams that they're supposed to crush, and they crushed the team they weren't supposed to crush, but maybe win in Oregon. And now they're getting by a team that was ranked ahead of them as 2 undefeated. I mean, they got to be feeling pretty darn confident at this point. If they win.
That they got to win. Day uses a timeout. I don't know what Signetti's going to do. It's 2nd and 5. Of course, they have to hit a TV timeout. But they hit the TV timeout here, and then the 2-minute timeout. That's kind of where we're at. So,
well, I'm ahead of you because I just did my bong hit. Oof. I'm getting too old. I'm getting too old for this stuff. Out here in California, the pot they make is too strong.
Joe hitting the bong.
Oh well, I do it like I would say probably 6 times a year, and it's like for these kind of occasions, I'll take 1 hit, and that's all I need.
Oh man!
I mean, that sends
you into.
I can't do like people do joints and stuff. It's like I'll take 1 and I'll just be laughing the rest of the night.
Oh man, I mean, 1967, Joe. Were you even alive in 1967?
I was 7.
Exactly. That was the last time Indiana had a share of the Big Ten.
Yeah. I actually remember Notre Dame, Michigan State 6-6 tie.
Oh, yeah.
With Ara Parseghian.
Oh, man. Ara Parseghian. It just,
Yeah.
This is what college football is. I know people get upset and say, we want to see everybody win. We want to see, our blue bloods.
Everybody gets a trophy.
We're at the point to where we're not going to do that. We are.
That's right. No shared titles.
Exactly.
Well, that's when they used to have like the UPI, the United Press International, the AP, the coaches poll. They had like 4 different raters, for voting. So it could be in some of those why they say they split the championships was because each individual rating counted, so that if UPI gave it to Notre Dame and then AP gave it to USC, just throw out names. That means that they didn't win it outright. They split it.
Right.
So that's what it used to be, and people really weren't. I don't think I was too happy with that either. It's like when you had the best team, it's like you have to share that title. That's a tough thing to do.
Oh yeah.
No, give me it. Or else let's play one more game, right?
Right.
If you're having 2, just do it. One more week. Everyone will make money. Be happy. Of course, it wasn't always about money back then either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, well.
Where are we at here? Are they eating up the clock? Like, is this a win or what?
We're.
How much time is left? Oh, there's still 2:41. That's way too much time.
No.
Oh, shit. This isn't over. This is not over. 3rd and 6, 2:41. You got to throw it.
Yeah.
But I like him. I like the quarterback. What's his name? Melendez?
Mendoza from Cal, Oakland,
I know.
the Bay Area.
I know. For some reason, I have the Melendez brothers, maybe, those murderers in California.
Oh, dude. Ah. Oh, man. Mendoza. The Mendoza guys.
The Mendoza line. I got to remember the Mendoza line for baseball, right?
Yeah.
That's hitting 200 or less. The
Yeah.
Mendoza line was 200 batting average.
Oh yeah, we got the 3rd and 6 coming up here.
Look at Signetti.
He hits it! He hits it over Matthews! Indiana first down! Hoosiers! Signetti, ice in his veins, Joe! Ice in his veins!
Oh, look at that, over the top! Wow.
Yeah. Matthews Jr. gives it up. Indiana! 2 clock stoppages.
How many timeouts left? How many timeouts for Ohio State?
They only have one with the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, because, from 2:48 down to 2:41 in 2 plays, they had to be calling timeout.
Oh, yeah. Buckeye fans with hands on the heads. Buckeye fans with hands on the heads. It is getting interesting, my friend.
Let's take a look at the Mendoza line.
Yeah.
What are his stats?
Oh, I gotta look that up now. Gotta open up the other laptop. Haven't opened it all day. We have.
Oh, look at Ryan Day.
Oh yeah, the Buckeye fans are gonna be pissed that he lost this. They're gonna say you lost to Indiana. This isn't your mom and pop's Indiana Hoosiers team, okay? This is Kirk Signetti's team, and everybody and the Hoosier fans thought it was great. That Will Howard was putting out the cigarette last year. And Signetti comes and lays his nuts on Ryan Day's head.
Yeah, it feels good for me because I've been feeling that way about Ohio State this whole year of like, they had a pretty easy, even though they don't schedule easy, like they're not afraid to play Notre Dame,
right,
or schedule them, or anybody of that level. So like they'd play Alabama, they'd play Georgia, like they'd play anybody if they wanted to, if the teams agreed to it, and they're not afraid to do that. But this year, I just didn't see them show me enough. Like they had it too easy. Like all these teams that they were beating were like Big Ten losers.
Well, Joe, that is what it is.
I know. That's why conferences get way too much credit. They give themselves way too much credit for being a conference. Like, you have shitty teams in your conference. Who cares if you're in a conference?
Well, at the end of the day,
don't play FCS teams.
Oh,
even they play the crappy teams and then they schedule FCS teams for out of conference. Get out of here.
Well,
my New Jersey coming through.
The thing of it is that when you break it down to its like bare bones, the conference people all like to get in the room and smell their own farts. That's why they think it's a great idea.
It's gross, but I totally
I'm
agree.
just saying. Fernando Mendoza, 15 of 23, 222 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
That's a pretty good game. 15 out of 23, 222?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Indiana has...
Oh, they're showing them now. They're showing it. Yeah.
Indiana has 31 carries for 113 yards. But...
That's not bad. That's a 5-yard average.
Yeah, like, what they say, at some point, what was that Denzel Washington movie? Time isn't always on your side, babe.
Oh.
That is where we're at right now with Ohio State.
2nd and 10. The clock is ticking. 147.
Oh yeah, clock is ticking. Pretty much whenever we go final, Joe, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break to let my dog out, and then
Who let the dogs out?
yeah, exactly.
And then get your Frank Sinatra, Jack Daniels.
That's gonna be why the dog's out there dropping a deuce, and then I'll probably get Richie on the horn to see when
Oh shit! I got a little battery on my phone. I might not be able to hang. I gotta charge this sucker.
well, whatever
I'll try it. I'll have to stand up in the kitchen all night.
well, we're about to see a possible Indiana Hoosiers team win the Big Ten title
And be ranked number 1 starting the playoffs. That's pretty darn.
They'll be
Eddie,
the
my
number
hat's
1
off to you,
overall
bud.
seed. Indiana, number 1, the Hoosiers.
And look about 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Who would have ever, if anyone would have put money on that when Signetti gets hired, in 3 years, they're going to be the number 1 seed in the country. Actually, 2 years. He's done it in 2, right?
Literally.
Last year was his first year.
Well, it would be
not quite 2 years. Not quite 2 years, right?
Yeah, not quite 2 years. All those people that were making
Nobody
fun of him for Google Me, I win.
I know. And that's why I didn't like him at first. And I still don't really care for him, but my hat's off to him, man. I can't hold anything against him of what he's been able to accomplish. It's incredible. I mean, I don't think anybody has done that kind of a turnaround ever in any sport.
Nowhere near. You're about to have a 7-5 Duke team beat Virginia for the ACC championship. Wow. We are hitting unprecedented waters right now.
So no one gets in for the ACC. One team gets in for the Big 12, and 3 teams get in for Big 10. And SEC is going to have how many? Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Georgia,
Alabama,
and that might only be. I don't think Alabama deserves it.
I think Alabama.
They might give it to them. Well, they shouldn't give it to them over Notre Dame. That's for damn sure.
Well,
I don't care if they played all those ranked teams. You play Notre Dame is the reason Vegas has them ranked so high is because they're good, and I trust Vegas because they do it for money.
Yeah. I don't.
And they have Notre Dame as either the best 3 or the best 4.
Yeah.
And so you're going to hold a team like that out of the playoffs? Are you crazy?
Oh, I know. Oh man, I out of all the teams that this is kind of this hits home for me a little bit just for the simple fact of 3rd and 10, Indiana puts it on the ground.
Dude, you're still ahead of me. I'm sitting here trying my best to fast forward, and I'm a play behind you.
Yeah, Ohio State has no timeouts. They're going to have a Hail Mary couple of attempts. It would be the most interesting.
Just don't let them get it out to the 20s. They got to sink them inside the 5.
Honestly, I think you should just punt it out of bounds. Just get the punt off.
Oh, they just showed that missed kick.
Yep. Indiana's going to take a timeout. There's going to be 24 seconds left.
Why did Indiana call time?
Well,
because of penalty?
they ran the clock down as far as they could because Ohio State has
They don't want the penalty?
no timeouts.
But they're giving them it's only a second, I guess, for 5 yards.
Well, no, they didn't even take it. Ohio State has.
If I was them, if I was Indiana, I would punt it as high as I can, just skyrocket it, and don't let them, so that there's about 6 guys underneath, guarding the goal line.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking tough. Also, Joe, Virginia kicks a field goal, 3:54 left. They have 3 timeouts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Up by what?
Up by 7.
Who?
Duke's
up by 7 still?
Yes, on Virginia.
It's just not surprising. A 4-loss or a 5-loss Duke team is better than Virginia. I believe that. I would have believed it all year.
Okay.
Because I never believed in Virginia.
Okay, Indiana.
Like I said, Virginia. Yeah.
Indiana punt.
All right.
Ohio State's going to have it at the 15, 18 seconds left.
They didn't even try and block it.
No, Ohio
at the 13,
State,
14.
Ohio State didn't come after it.
Yeah, I would have tried it. I mean, what do you got to lose with this much time left?
Indiana has 5 sacks tonight plus 1 turnover. Ohio State comes out with the ball. I'm going to try to do the best play-by-play I can. Hopefully I don't get
Go for it.
Copyright saying snap. Rolling to the end. Snap. Out of bounds. Indiana stops them at the 12-yard line. Clock stops. Play clock is rolling. 1-yard gain. This is what it is. 13,
it's over.
13 seconds. Indiana, 13 seconds.
It's over.
Number 4 is on Ohio State. Number 4 is on Ohio State. I am not going to discount it at all. Not discounting it. If Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, but Indiana's going to have about 3 guys at the 50-yard line.
Saying deep. Incompletion at the 40. Incomplete.
How much time now?
2 seconds. 3rd and 9. 1 play left, Joe. 1 play.
Look at that! Whoa.
1 play.
I'm about a play behind. Yeah.
1 play. Here we go.
I can't believe how they shut down OSU's receivers.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Diego Pounds.
I mean, they have 3.
Diego Pounds,
3 quality receivers.
5'9" guy from Ole Miss that nobody wanted. Lane Kiffin said he couldn't play. He's about to be a starting corner on coming at it, saying rolling, throws it deep. The ball is juggled, caught by Jeremiah Smith. No time left. Indiana is Big Ten champions. Indiana wins the Big Ten. Oh, my God.
That's it.
That is it. Indiana wins the Big Ten championship over Ohio State. Oh, my God.
It was a pretty good trouncing, too, because they shut down their wide receivers. They couldn't run the ball. I mean, the pressure was on, saying the defensive line won the line of scrimmage.
Unbelievable.
That's why they won.
Unbelievable.
They earned it.
They did earn it. Fernando Mendoza, a lot of tears. Indiana, they are
Melendez, isn't it?
Yeah, Fernando Mendoza. I cannot believe The Indiana Hoosiers have just won the Big Ten championship. But, Joe, I will say this. I got to go let the dog out. Give me 5
Okay.
and let me get a cast of other folks in line, and then we'll revisit it. And this stream is not going to end yet, but we will be back. All right, Joe, sound good?
All right. Do you want me to stay online?
Keep following along, and I'll shoot you a text. Does that sound good?
Yeah. So hang up.
Yeah. Hang up, Joe, and we'll clear the phone lines. We'll let Richie and another person come on, and I'll shoot you a text when the coast is clear. Sound good?
Okie doke.
All right. Later,
See ya.
Joe. That was Joe for the conclusion of the Big Ten championship. I have got to take a break. I have got to let my dog out. I got to get in line with some other people. The Indiana fucking Hoosiers are going to be the number 1 seed in the college football playoff. Google me. I win, motherfucker. All right, we are back. What is going on? All right, we're back. The Indiana Hoosiers are accepting the Big Ten trophy. Um, this is unbelievable. Uh, Waiting on some folks here. Um, Hold on. I'll hop on. I gotta send something. Gmail. Where are we at? Richard. Hopefully that sent. Bang. The Indiana Hoosiers are Big Ten champions. Who in the hell would have thought that ever? Ever. Ooh, I do have some receipts. Your boys got to pull out some receipts. Richie is going to join the podcast momentarily. Um, looking. Um, Waiting on Richard here. Uh, oh, oh, where was it? That's empty. So there's that. Richie's going to join momentarily, and then I'll shoot Joe a text. Um, Oof. Huh. Mendoza going bananas. Had to get some Sinatra signature Jack. Mm-mm-mm. Good times. Good times. Oh boy. Waiting on Richard. Also, phone lines open. Number to call 260-255-4069 is the number to call. Oh boy. Uh. Hmm. Uh-oh. Message boards going awry. Mm-hmm. Tough sledding on the Buckeye front, I will say. We're 3 hours and 20 minutes into the stream. Also, if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. That helps us a ton. Indiana defeats Ohio State. So there is that. Just waiting on Richie to populate the link. Waiting on him. Still 0. That is ouch. Pat McAfee doing the Hoosiers. Tough sledding, my friends. Tough sledding. Oh, man. Also, phone line is open. Number to call, 260-255-4069 is the number to call. If you want to call, we'll get you in, but also waiting on Richie here. See what his take is. The good, the bad, the ugly. Oh wow. Can't wait for this post-game press conference with Signetti. Wonder if I can get the closed caption. I'm reading Signetti's stuff. Yeah, Signetti's saying hard fought game, third Big Ten title in program history. Uh-oh. Here we go. The man, the myth, the legend, the 2-time world champion. Let me bring him in. Richie Williams, welcome
What's up?
the program.
What's up?
Kirk Signetti drops his nuts all over the Buckeyes.
Hats off to Signetti. Hey, he's a hell of a coach. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. Hats off to him, man.
Google me. I win.
Well, I mean, he just did win. But...
2 years, Big Ten champs, losing his program in history, going to be the number 1 overall seed.
Oh, yeah, I know. Number 1 team overall in the playoffs. I mean, you couldn't write a better story with Signetti.
My God. This is incredible.
I've said it all year. Indiana, well, all year and last year when Cignetti started with them, I said they got my attention. I don't care who you are. They have they had my full attention all year. They were putting points up on teams, blowing their asses out. Um, they're a hell of a football team.
Oh,
Hell of a football team.
Snapped a 30-game losing streak as well. We have looks like we're heading for extra football in the ACC championship game. Virginia just tied it up. This has been a whale of a day for college football. I had Joe on earlier. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, man, we gotta soak it all in while we still got for a couple, another month or so.
Mm-hmm. So, are you shocked by the BYU Texas Tech result at all?
No, Texas Tech is very, very good. I am
I
not
think they're good
surprised.
too.
I am not surprised. Should BYU be in? Yeah, I think they should be in.
Who you leaving out? You leaving out Miami, Notre Dame, Alabama?
You leave out Alabama.
Oof.
Leave them out. Leave them out.
Oh boy.
Leave them out.
This is
week one. That week one loss against Florida State looks terrible on the resume. Only putting up one touchdown today in the Big Ten in the SEC championship. No, gotta cut the fat. Cut them out.
Yeah, I get you on that. Jim Knowles' sisters probably a little upset. Paula.
Yeah.
After she talked kind of some shit on Indiana, I will say.
Yeah, that's why I don't talk shit, because it's gonna bite you in the ass one day or another.
I guess, Rich. I'm gonna send a text to somebody right now and ask a question that I've always asked. Is Indiana a good football team?
Yeah.
See if you think I get a response.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I'm gonna send it in a thing. I cannot believe they are fucking Big Ten champions.
No, I mean, am I a little disappointed? Yeah, a little bit. But truthfully, though, they are a damn good football team. Very damn good football team.
I think that we have.
I mean, because I thought, hey, man, if they beat Ohio State, I'm like, what world are we going to see where Indiana is going to be the number one seed in the playoffs? I mean, seriously. I mean, being realistic.
What?
It's gonna happen. It's happening. It's happening.
What was your dad's reaction?
He was a little shocked, but he says it's kind of like last November.
He's like, they're good.
Yeah. So they're good too. The one gripe I will have to say about the officiating, there was a lot of holding calls that were missed tremendously.
On both sides.
Both sides. Kenyatta got tackled like 3 times in front of the ref.
Oh,
I mean, that was bullshit.
100%.
Both defenses are phenomenal. I mean, that play when Ohio State had the ability to try and get the go ahead, and the linebacker that was from Navy. That I said that was a hell of a play to get up there and go grab it. Or well, not grab
Oh,
it, deflect it. I was like, great play.
oh, I was more remiss of Mendoza just on that where he threw it deep to kind of clinch it was unbelievable.
I knew I'm like they're gonna go for the kill shot right now. That's what they're gonna do. Because they've been picking on Jermaine. They were picking on Jermaine Matthews all game long.
Yep.
So my like I said, hats up to Indiana. It's really gonna get real when you're you got that number 1 seed, you got that number 1 target on your back.
Yeah, well, it's
But I don't think playoffs. I don't think it's going to be like last year where the buys. I don't think they're all going. I don't
yeah
think that's
to
going to
where
happen. I think that was I don't think that's going to happen this year.
1 year anomaly. We are
Yes.
in overtime right now. Virginia, Duke,
I am watching that.
But yeah, I cannot believe what we saw tonight.
No, you can't.
I'm just shooting a text, but yeah, everybody on the Big Noon kickoff panel took
They took the Buckeyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was unanimous. Whenever I was in between games,
yes.
I walked out to all the folks in my living room and said, that's not a good sign when everybody takes chalk.
Yeah.
So
I knew it was gonna be a fight for 60 minutes. It wasn't gonna be like 45-17. It wasn't happening. Especially when it's number 1 versus number 2, Duke.
Yeah. I mean, technically game of the century.
Yeah, maybe.
Just saying.
And that's never happened in the Big Ten championship since the inception. So
I think the Big Ten is Tony Batiti is going to come out because I'm going to go out on a limb and say this did big ratings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Big. Yep.
I would think so. And Tony Batiti's like, nah, we got to do this thing right, my friends. Outside of that, were you shocked at all by how when Indiana got down, they just did not?
No, they didn't. They didn't falter like Indiana's of old because Indiana has, in recent years, they've been playing Ohio State tough, and they've come close to beating them. 2015, I mean, they had Ohio State on the ropes. 2017, Ohio State was at Indiana again. They were playing Ohio State tough. So every so often they've been putting up the Dukes with Ohio State. And hey, yeah, I mean, like Signetti said, he's changed the way people have thought about Indiana football.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, he changed my view of Indiana football last season, just how good they were. I mean, and this year I was like, they got my attention. I said that they got my attention again this year. Now they got the nation's attention, Duke. How about that?
Number 1. I look at it as somebody that has grown up in Indiana my entire life. I'm just like, Indiana football. It's like, we'll leave at halftime. And
yeah,
that's kind of what it was, but it's like shit. They just won the Big Ten championship.
Yeah.
Like, um,
Big
if
Ten
I were to
championship, but I mean, hey, yeah, again, you had that number one. You had the number one seed. You got the number one target in your back. People are be coming after you.
it,
I'm telling you.
uh,
Look,
well,
look what happened. Look what Oregon last year.
well, I think Oregon peaked at the wrong time, and I think that when it comes to Oregon, they also played Penn State. Scott here says it's crazy. People on Facebook are defending Ohio State, saying they normally. How I would like to know who those people are that say that they deserve to be number one. They don't. Not at all.
They'll probably drop to the 3 seed.
They're still gonna most likely get a
Oh,
bye,
they're gonna get a buy. Yeah, they're definitely getting a buy.
but at the end of the day, I mean, Indiana just won the fucking Big Ten. I mean,
Mhm.
pardon my French, people, but god damn, 67.
Touchdown, Duke.
Oh god,
Uh-oh.
this is gonna get
Uh-oh.
weird. This is gonna get weird, Rich. I know you said
Flag.
I know you said you had to bolt, but are we doing you good or you gotta go?
I think I gotta go. I gotta go. Hey, I'll hit you up. I'll see you Tuesday. All right.
All right, sounds good, Richard. All
ya.
right, later. All right, that was Richie. He's got a myriad of things going on. So there's that. We got extra football. I think we'll hang out for a little bit. Phone line is open. Number to call 260-255-4069 is the number to call. So there's that. Shooting a couple texts. Let me see if one of my guys that's Mr. Indiana is going to call in. I'm waiting on him. Number to call 260-255-4069. The Hoosiers just won the Big Ten championship. So there's that. Hold on, folks. Let me pause for station identification. Got another guest about to appear, so in a moment, but let me send him the number. So there's that. Hoosiers win the Big Ten. Unbelievable. Duke wins the ACC. Oh man, this is we have a lot of decisions to make on the playoff committee, that's for sure. Mm-mm-mm. I have to see here. Uh-oh. Missed call. If you called, call back. Nah, well, screw it. Shot in the dark. We'll call this person back that called.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated.
Maybe again.
There?
Oh, who do we got?
Oh, Scott.
No, Scooter. What's going on?
What a time to be alive.
The Hoosiers are the Big Ten champions.
My God. Screaming at the TV screen.
Oh, dude. Indiana is the Big Ten champion.
Oh, yeah. Heisman-Doza.
I think he won the Heisman tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? I was waiting for Kurt Signetti to say the famous Google me.
I got nothing.
I was waiting on it. My gosh. Bloomington and Indianapolis are going to party till the sun rises.
Oh. I mean, at the end of the day, where did anybody think that if IU won this game, it was going to be like cut and dry, like it was going to be nitty gritty? Ohio State lost.
Oh, it was going to be a dogfight.
Snapped a 30-game winless streak.
Oh yeah. I can't imagine what the people in Vegas are thinking right now.
Oh.
The people, you know, putting money down on Ohio State. This is going to be a guaranteed win. You know, putting thousands, millions of dollars in it. Like, oh, guaranteed money. And they're out.
Well, they're not out of the college football playoff, but you know, today has been strange. Duke has lost the extra football. Duke beats Virginia in overtime. Richie popped in. I mean, the selection committee's got a whole lot of horse shit to deal with. I mean,
God, wouldn't you love being a fly on the wall for that?
Because technically, Tulane and JMU should be in.
Yes, I would love if JMU makes it in now that they won. I would love it if they were able to win that first round and it was an IUJUM.
Oh God. I don't
know. Wouldn't that be awesome to see?
I think it would be an absolute blowout, but I think the teams that have coaches that are in the group of 5, which is Tulane and JMU, that's possibly getting in.
Yes.
I think they would like, you know, we were there. Let's just get bounced quietly and let us hire coaches.
Oh, exactly.
So I think that'll be interesting. I think Sunday at whatever it is, 2:00 is going to be a fascinating go around.
You know, I'm really interested in if Alabama's going to make it.
That is also a big contention
Because
the committee said last year we're not going to punish people for conference championship losses or performances. So what I think we'll see.
But that's wild that you're going to let a team in with 3 losses
Well,
versus teams with 2 losses miss out.
but the issue is Alabama's won 10 games.
That is true.
So there is that. I figured I would gauge your interest. The college football season is not completely over, but
Oh no,
it's
far from it.
not over by any means, but it is
You know, and watching Purdue lose to Iowa State and Indiana lose today, man, I was going into this game tonight and I was like, gosh, don't let this be a trend.
Oh, I 100% agree with you on that. As we watch Duke and celebrate their conference championship, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
I saw something on the screen just a moment ago for Duke and James Madison. I don't know if I
it would be their
rewind and catch that.
their comparison, because don't worry, there's going to be folks out there that are going to say Duke deserves a CFP. Don't worry, that is going to happen.
Oh, 100%. But oh boy, dude, it's gonna be a real quiet bus ride or private jet ride back to Columbus. Let me tell you.
Oh, it's gonna be a
Ooh-wee. That's gonna be a quiet bus ride back.
But if I'm Ryan Day, it's pack your shit. We're going back tonight.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Can't lose
Ugh.
to Signetti, but
Nope. Oh no. I for sure, man. With some of those calls that they weren't calling on Ohio State, I for sure thought that the refs were the refs wanted Ohio State to win that.
well, it's not cut and dry, Scooter.
No. At the end of the day, the plays are what matters.
Exactly. What they call, what the scoreboard is, that is what it is, my friend. I guess I will kind of cut it off here. You got any final thoughts, Scott, on Indiana Big Ten champions? Say what you want, and then I think we're gonna get everybody out of here.
I'd love to see it run them back to back. Let's do it back to back times with Fernando Jr.
All right, Scooter. I'll talk to you, man.
All right, have a good one. I'll see you.
Yep.
All right, bye.
All right. That's that. We have been through the gamut of college football. Indiana, Big Ten champions. It is what it is. So there is that. I shout out to everybody that has called and contributed to the show. Scott, Joe, everybody that has liked and subscribed. Appreciate you. I'm gonna give Joe a call off air, and that'll be that. But this is kind of where we're gonna leave it, and I will see you guys Monday after the carnage that will be the playoff committee. So with that being said, I am signing off. So everybody have a good night. We had some Sinatra Jack tonight. It is what it is. So if you don't like the program, don't watch. But at the end of the day, if you like the program, everybody have a good night. And the Indiana fucking Hoosiers are gonna be the #1 seed. We will see you later.